Well, every day we ask that God would continue to open doors as people continue to request Family Life coming into their areas or to get a better signal. And I'm excited to be able to share with you today some of those open doors. In fact, we'll be sharing more on July the 16th as we have a one-day fund drive asking God to raise the necessary finances to allow us to go through all of these doors. Without getting too technical, let me just say that the rules of the FCC changed in the last year and allow now Family Life to be able to lease HD side channels from existing radio stations in various markets to be able to create what we're calling super translators. Technically, a translator is a low power signal, somewhere around 10 to 25 watts. But these super translators can go all the way up to 250 watts, and they effectively become small, full power radio stations. We're able to do the very first one in Rochester starting back in January, and already we're receiving tons of wonderful response from that. People so grateful that they can now pick up a good Family Life signal. One of the projects that we're looking forward to happening this summer is doing the very same thing in Buffalo and also in the northwestern part of the state. That Buffalo Super Translator will reach close to 1 million people when it's put on the air. But leasing the HD side channel of this very, very powerful station in Buffalo will also allow us to create another super translator reaching places like Niagara Falls and Lewiston and Youngstown and Wilson, places that don't receive a good signal right now. We're also looking at another super translator that will cover all of Orleans County and also one in the Dunkirk, Fredonia area. Now, let's take that super translator idea to Pennsylvania. We have just signed an agreement with a station owner in Williamsport that using his HD side channel will allow for new super translators in Williamsport, Lewisburg, and Bloomsburg, thus creating small full power radio stations in each of those markets. That will not only open the door to reach hundreds of thousands of more people, but will allow Family Life to do more events like concerts and productions in those areas. We found over the years that just having a regular translator in an area doesn't create enough coverage and enough population reach to allow us to do that. But with small stations or super translators in those areas, we can see the Lord opening the doors for more and more tremendous opportunities. A couple of other projects that we're working on right now is moving the flagship station WCIK to a much better site that will allow for doubling of the power and also more than doubling of the population outreach. And the final project is doing the same thing, moving the tower site for our station in DuBois, Pennsylvania, that will allow communities like Ridgeway and St. Mary's, Johnsonburg, Emporium to have a signal that they haven't experienced up to this point. It will also allow the potential for better coverage in State College with the translator and also working on a new translator in Butler, Pennsylvania. We ask for your prayers that God would speak to the hearts of many people, that Family Life would be able to go through all of these open doors that God has now opened for us in reaching hundreds of thousands of more people with the good news of Jesus Christ.